Tata Group has replaced Chinese phone maker Vivo as the title sponsor for the Indian Premier League, the biggest sports property in India. Tata Group will be the IPL's title sponsor for this year and the next, and will pay the BCCI Rs 670 crores for the sponsorship rights. For the IPL, the deal could be seen as a face saver after clashes between the Indian and Chinese armies in Ladakh's Galwan Valley in 2020. The BCCI had received a lot of backlash for having a Chinese company as the title sponsor for the IPL. This meant that Vivo pulled out of its sponsorship deal for the 2020 season, making way for homegrown Indian startup Dream 11. And while Vivo returned as title sponsor for the 2021 season, there were reports about the Chinese company wanting to get out of the deal and transfer its sponsorship rights. Vivo will pay the BCCI around Rs 454 crore for the termination of its contract. But what does a well-known enterprise such as Tata Group with a loyal customer base stand to gain from being the title sponsor of the IPL? The sponsorship deal comes just as Tata is inching towards the launch of its super app Tata Neu. The app will consolidate all of Tata's consumer-facing businesses from online grocery, online pharmacy, e-commerce, consumer electronics, fashion retail, and more. Presumably, the app will also allow users to book hotel rooms in Tata-owned hotel chains such as Taj and Vivanta, while one could also book flight tickets in Air India. There will also be an option for digital and bill payments. The app is currently being tested amongst Tata Group employees and is expected to be launched around March this year, just around the time of IPL 2022 that will commence in April. At 400 billion total viewing minutes for IPL 2020 and 10 billion for the first match of IPL 2021, the T20 Cricket League is easily the most attractive sports property for advertisers and sponsors, and it's had considerable success in increasing brand recall for sponsors. IPL 2020 title sponsor Dream 11 crossed 100 million users during the tournament, experiencing a 44.4% surge in traffic during the final match compared to 2019. Online gaming startup Mobile Premier League or MPL, which is the sponsor of IPL teams KKR and RCB, began in 2020 with 40 million users but ended the year with 70 million. In fact, even companies far removed from sports, such as menstrual hygiene startup 9, which was the principal sponsor for Rajasthan Royals for the 2020 season, increased monthly sales from Rs 14 crore to Rs 20 crore following IPL 2020. The surge in cryptocurrency adoption in India happened as exchanges such as CoinDCX and CoinSwitch Kuber became IPL 2021 sponsors. Sanchita Roy, head of strategy at Havas Media Group India, said, quote, "What we have observed is that across brands, personal and collective perceptions have improved with the onset of the IPL. Personal parameters like value for money and convenience, and collective perceptions of trust and respect saw the highest increase across brands."
Taking up the IPL sponsorship, there can be many reasons. One is to get widespread recognition of your brand, to get some, rub off onto your brand, which might have been the reason why, uh, Vivo did the title sponsorship. But in the case of Tata, they don't need brand recognition. Brand recognition of Tata brand is almost 100%. Then the question arises, why have they done it? My understanding is Tata, over the last 12 months or 24 months, have made some pretty bold forays into what I would call digital tech areas. This includes, setting up the Tata Super App, acquiring several, online platforms like, Big Basket and I think 1MG, etc. So in a sense, Tata is going after the young cohort, the millennials, and the reason for taking up the sponsorship would be to try and give Tata a slightly more youthful appeal, which will probably connect with the millennials and the Gen Z, which are the younger people, especially when Tata is going to roll out a lot of, you know, um, products and services which are aimed at them, whether it is a Tata Super App, Tata Click, etc., etc. So I think it's a clear strategic move to try and see if you can give the brand a slightly younger image rub off by associating with IPL.
As the expert pointed out, with its super app, Tata Group is looking to tap into the millennial customer base, which has a propensity to shop for everything online. But that would mean a slight reorientation of the business conglomerate's brand image. For that purpose, there is no better bet than becoming the title sponsor of the Indian Premier League.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.